Àti tó pín. Ẹ bá mi rí ọ. A jẹ breakfast. Ẹ wá jẹ breakfast. A jẹ breakfast. Hello, bàbá mi jẹ breakfast. Breakfast olóyin. Àtúkọ̀lá Jímọ̀. Wà ní Jímọ̀ olóyin. Ọmọ tó tún lọ láàárọ̀ yìí, gbogbo àgbáyé. Ayé òkùnkùn dúró de anybody. Ayé ń rotate lọ́ntì ẹni. Báwa bá náà fi bá ayé rotate. Ayé ń rotate lọ́ntì ẹ̀ kò dúró. Ayé dey rotate. Ayé èèyàn kúkú dúró de anybody. Tí wọ́n bá ní òṣèré wà ní Nàìjíríà. The world continue to rotate. Àwọn tó máa ń dẹ́rù bà àwọn Mùsùlùmí lélẹ̀. Orí olókun yẹn, ló máa ń dẹ́rù bà yẹn. Ẹ bá ti rí orí olókun àyà yẹn máa já. Ọkàn yóò ní balẹ̀ dẹni. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa ń sọ pé ọkàn yóò lè balẹ̀. Nígbà tó yẹ pé ìkà ló pọ̀ jù ní gbogbo yín. Ẹ̀kan lọ mọ́ṣáláṣí lọ Mẹ́kà ni. Orí olókun ló fún yín ní problem. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo tó wà lágbàáyé nísìn. Ìdáadáa ni mo tún bá ẹ̀yin tèmi. Ìdáadáa mo bá yín. Ṣé láfíà kó? Ṣé láfíà kó? Mr. Lawale. Ṣé àlàáfíà lẹ wà? Àkọ́lá Jímọ̀. Ìjìnàdù. Àlàáfíà lọ wà. Okay, gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wà pátápátá. Èmi náà ti lọ ní cold. You need a bit of cold. I'm a bit actually cold. I don't go shine. So you buy my glasses mi lórí ẹgbẹ́ window yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ọ. Àkọ́lá Jímọ̀. Ìsànúròdìn. Àlàáfíà lẹ wà. Mo kí gbogbo ayé ń fà sí pé àdúrà wa gbà. Ìta ń fẹ́. Wọ́n ní sí pẹ̀lú yẹ. Tó bá yọ àwọn olóṣèlú wa mọ ìdí pàtàkì tá a ṣe sọ pé a fẹ́ Yorùbá nation. Ẹ̀yẹ kan sì máa gun Rolls Royce kan máa káàkiri ẹ̀sùn lé òde mọ́. Tó bá yẹ everybody máa get message yẹn. Ojú ló pẹ́ sí ni. àwa ládẹ ní sí àgbẹ̀. Good morning, Mr. Ọlá. Kí gbogbo àwọn òṣàlẹ̀ Yorùbá pátápátá. Nigeria pẹ̀lú daily problem ni. But the world is not waiting for Nigeria. Ayé ń tẹ̀síwájú lójoojúmọ́ ni. Aláì. Ayé ń tẹ̀síwájú lójoojúmọ́. So, ibi tí wọ́n bá ti ní mo fẹ́ Nàìjíríà ni mo fẹ́. Ayé ń tẹ̀síwájú ni. Aláì. Jẹ́ káwọn àǹtí ẹ máa tàn ẹ́. Wọ́n máa sọ fún ẹ pé jẹ́ káwọn àǹtí ẹ máa parọ́ fún ẹ. Wọ́n máa fún ẹ ní pressure pé Nàìjíríà máa ṣiṣẹ́. Everybody dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ o. But irọ́ ti pọ̀ jù. We live in denial. So everybody is assuming that one day, bí alẹ́ ìgbà tó bá ti lọ tó ti kú dànù, ìgbà yẹn Nàìjíríà máa ṣiṣẹ́. You are wasting your time. Ó jẹ́ tètè ya bọ́lẹ̀ nù yẹn. Ọ̀dọ̀láì. Tó bá assume pé Nàìjíríà ń bọ̀ wá ṣiṣẹ́. Ó ṣiṣẹ́ tì. Nàìjíríà ṣiṣẹ́ ti late. 77 is the number. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni the code is just a weather. A máa gbọ́n dànù ni. Àwọn olóṣèlú a máa sọ pé Nàìjíríà máa ṣiṣẹ́. Títí tó lù ẹ máa fi dé heaven. Wọ́n ṣe máa sọ fún yín pé Nigeria go work. Àwọn tó dẹ̀ sọ pé Nigeria go work, àwọn gan believe in Nigeria. Ibi tí problem wà nìyẹn. Imagine somebody telling you, ní pẹ́ lórí ètò yẹn, kò ní kẹ́ bá mi jẹ breakfast ni. Àbọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ yẹn nísìn. Ẹnu pé Nigeria go work, ẹnu ẹ̀ làwọn bàbá kan kú sí. Ẹnu pé Nigeria go work, ẹnu ẹ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn kú sí. Ẹni tó ní mọ́tò accident, ẹni tó bímọ tó hospital akọ̀kù dànù ni. Ẹnu pé Nigeria máa work náà ló wà. Ẹnu pé Nigeria máa work, kó máa work. Ẹnu ẹni gbogbo adúró lé láti 1960. Ó bá pé Nigeria máa work. Orí pé Nigeria máa work. Orí ẹ̀ làwọn family wa kan. Orí ẹ̀ ló dákẹ́ sí. Wàláì. So tá bá sọ pé Nigeria máa work, run o. How are you? Just stay there. Don't come to the front. Why? Because my camera is on, that's why. Okay? Did you sleep well? Good boy. Nigeria go work. Ẹnu pé Nigeria go work in la wà láti 1999. Nigeria máa work. It go work. Ẹ má worry, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nigeria. I make every opportunity fún yín. I máa make sure pé ayé yín máa better ju ti tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ. Fàbú ló jẹ́. Ẹni tó bá ti yá sá kúrò ní Nigeria. Wàá ṣọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, Mr. Lawale Alabi. Wọ́n ní ní birthday àwọn. Báwo la ṣe máa celebrate ẹ̀ báyìí? Ẹ̀yin Koikimedia Fans. ẹ bá mi kọ happy birthday fún Mr. Ọláwálé regular wa ni àwọn ń ṣe àwọn ṣekúṣẹyẹ wọn ní Koiki ló ń dá wàhálà lẹ mo rí kọ́mẹ́ǹtì bàbá kan lórí àwọn Wálé Àlè oníkọlọ one Koiki oh hey Biafra I salute you Dari. I dey watch Simon Ekpa this morning. Simon Ekpa no go kill somebody. Okon Johnny, Simon Ekpa dey dance. I think it was the video he did, maybe the day before yesterday. I was on his Twitter handle this morning. I dey see the way Simon Ekpa dey dance. We don't give them woto. The thing say we dey joke. Olamide Aliyu, happy birthday, good morning. All hey Biafra. They say Nigeria go work. Mama, sister me, full me word. 10-10. Coffee leg, I hope everybody is doing very well. I think it was summertime. Somebody died yesterday in London, very close to Wimbledon. A very sad news. On my loss school, that is life. And this life is not waiting for anybody. Just don't think that you own this world. Nobody owns this world. America do not own this world. UK do not own this. Nobody owns anybody. There can be superpower. They can have a good economy. And that is why they don't want Biafra to go and the Yoruba people. Because they want us to remain, puppet, licking their ass, staying abroad, washing toilets, cleaning. And if you upgrade yourself, you do small business, send them to Nigeria, another person go chop them. Voila. Simon Ekpa, they give them water. I hear Rufai Oseni on Arise Television say, Simon, you stay in Finland. You are causing trouble. I see say there don't be trouble for Nigeria before. Rufai Oseni, and I like that guy. Say, Simon, how can you stay in Finland and you are creating trouble in Nigeria? As if say Nigeria never get trouble. The trouble with Nigeria get, even if Jesus Christ come back, you no go feel resolve am. Even if Allah come, you no go feel resolve am. So the thing as Simon Ekpa, they use gun, they kill everybody for Southeast. They don't talk about Andy Uba. Àbí ó fáyìn ò bá dẹ̀ ló ń jẹ́ ni lórí burúkú ọmọ Ìgbò tó fẹ́ support àwọn Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa na number one now. Autopilot. I know say some people don't like her. They look at me like this. Say, may I strangle this guy. I lie. Before you strangle me, I go strangle you. Don't worry. Simon Ekpa go to deal with it now. Make a deal with our Yoruba people. So now in the law story, I do snooping around. I go to their page. Now I see Wale Ali and Ejile. The verse say Koiki, they drag their mama on social media anyhow. Mr. Shito Omo, good morning. I say Koiki, they drag their mama anyhow on social media. Koiki, they drag their mama. Look this one.
Country where no get problem. Small things will be their problem. Any country where no get wahala, small things will be their wahala. Imagine for our country, we dey protest for police brutality for human beings. Say SARS, they kill people. SARS, they kill everybody. This one they kill. This one they kill. We dey protest for our country because say police they kill people. Oh, you don't see what they go protest.
Maybe
police they kill dog.
Police they kill dog.
Yeah, boy, yeah. Police they kill dog. I want to go there. Make I go ask them. Follow me, make we go ask them. They say police they kill dog. Now why did they protest?
They are protesting because police they kill dog. Wow, OG please. Interesting. Police kill dog. Enough is enough. Police is killing dog. I watched this video on Twitter and laugh. The guy saying they say in be too now a dog lover. No. Police cannot kill dog. For London, people they protest say police they kill dog. The guy said now that part make me laugh. When they ask the guy, say, "Are you a dog lover?" The guy say, "Why do you want to make the guy talk?" The guy say, "Yes, I'm a dog lover." Oh, you want to keep people for this place? Now I can go live. I think this other phone don't let me go live on TikTok. My people they wait for me on TikTok. Make I enjoy my TikTok. So let me put it like that. Me too, I don't do TikTok. Oh yeah, allow TikTok to access your nearby. Why you want to access my nearby? Just go live. All this technology. Oh yeah, go live. We don't do live everywhere now. Simon is the god of the Biafra, but they don't like her now. Nigerian government, there is shit. Simon don't lock. He don't lock Southeast. Simon don't lock Southeast. Happy birthday, then can see Mr. Lawale Arabi. As Simon, they give them woto. They say I mean they give them woto this side. Now here I come they read some of their comments. Our Yoruba people. Let us speak some broken English. Then Omo Banta Onijebode Fidipote. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Simon Adebisi ọwọ́ méjì lókè. Ẹ wá mu cereal. This cereal gets different thing inside. I think I need to top it up a little bit. Simon, they give them wahala. Then they run up and down. Then they run up and down. And we'll be serious and anything. Mama, kill boy. What God cannot do does not exist. What God cannot do. Now God they fight for us. Igbo people, Biafra people, Yoruba people. Now our God, they fight for us. Because if not, therefore don't kill us. Therefore don't attack us spiritually. They try. They try all the time. But it's just that it's not coming through. I like this cereal. I know advertise for them. I know be their ambassador. They don't give me endorsement. All this one they buy them with my own money. It's called Crunchy Nut Granola. You get a lot of different vitamins. My mother is from Ogun State. No, my mother is your sister from Ogun State. Okay, so you are half Yoruba, half Igbo then. Interesting. Now God will punish everybody when they run after us. Mommy Miesta, good morning. Shout out to everyone when they join us on TikToker. This is Koikimedia. I like this one because it gets different fiber inside. Give me the kind of energy we I need. The same energy way Simon Ekpa they use, now me too they use. Simon Ekpa don't lock Southeast. They scared. Every Monday they lose billions of naira. And some people say, hey, Simon is creating havoc. No, it's not Simon that is killing people. It's Andy Uba. Wallahi, the sun energy, I can feel it from the window on the other side there. We're now in summer. Well, yesterday, a girl died. And that's why I tell people, say, don't be scared of death. Just let us do the needful before we go. Because we're all going to die anyway. I need to charge this laptop. And I know they're inside Nigeria. I need to go and bring my extension upstairs. Make I give them music. Make I play this one. I don't know whether they go let them stay. Nigeria Jaga. I love to pray. Anyway, if I put this one and they remove them later, it does not matter. I normally love to listen to Lucky Dube. If they remove them later, at least maybe we just enjoy them now. Maybe sometime after YouTube go say that music, we go remove them. When I'm on my own, this is what I listen to. Making out the enjoy. I'm coming. Oh yeah. Making out the listen. Nothing happen again. Something don't touch it. All these things too very sensitive. Technology. And we go use kill Nigerian government. Bakitoye, Danja Yiloji Rabarada. Hey! It's just a quick brief one. Oh yeah, give me another one. Give me another one. There's another one I love. Nobody wants you to be free. Nobody like to give anybody freedom. You continue to ask and ask. Some people say, say, when is this freedom going to come? Omugo. You think say they could just give you like that? No. I love this one as well. Mama. Too much advice. No, allow advert to go. Now the way that they pay people their money on YouTube. Oh yeah. Yeah. Nigeria na bad father. Chinedu innocent. All hate Biafra. Nigeria na bad father for us. Lord of mercy. Oh no. Hey. Mother. So many mama don't die inside Nigeria trying to survive. It is only now we realize that it is not the fault of our parent. Because Nigeria didn't provide for our parents. Our parents, they were selling, they sell small stuff, send us to school, try their best. But now we now understood that it was Nigeria that destroyed our parents. And some parents that were able to make it, their children make it as well. Mama. Good morning, my brother Chinedu. The telephone. You don't see the war. Mama. All our parents are the best, but Nigeria was like this. Our parents were the best, but Nigeria was, Nigeria was, hey, jaga, skata, sofa, musa, jaga, skata, sofa, musa, jaga, Nigeria. Fulani came to your house, straight to your bedside. As they kill Funshaw Williams, as they kill Bola Ige, as they kill Delegiwa, they wanted to kill Nnamdi Kanu as well, but Eledumare saved him. Too much advert.
The letter highlighted in yellow means you guessed a correct letter.
Leave this one. These children, I don't know what they've done with that phone. Anytime they play something or something else, they come up. Why are you laughing? Oh yeah, now we hear another one. Nigeria. Yeah, make advert finish. This one. A lot of you are in prison. Oh yeah. Hey. Nobody can stop reggae. Nobody can stop reggae. Nobody. Okay, you want to make a play African China? Or they come. Nobody can stop reggae. Nobody can stop reggae. Hey. Nobody can stop reggae. Nobody can stop it. I love this one as well. Wherever you are, Eledumare, remember us. Remember us. Nobody can stop Yoruba Nation. What's that? Yeah. Remember also, Eledumare, Magbagbewa. Even one is crying for freedom. Benny, nobody wants to die. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Mr. Wale Ikuji ni mo kí yín. Hey. To the city. I left Nigeria many years ago. I got to UK. I now realize that people, they suffer about Nigeria. Many years I gone back. I went back to Nigeria. I realized that it's rubbish. Madada. You like my dancing? You like my dancing? That's where the Raga people they dance. That's where they dance. Some of you don't know what is freedom. You go out this morning now. Why do you want to get into my camera? Stubborn head. I give you knock on my head. They say make I play African China. Don't magic camera me the jabber. Stop it. African China. Oh, yeah. Be careful. Okay, may I play this one? May I let Alpha go? I think this one is Mr. President. Yeah, exactly. Look at it, Paris.
No, I do.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Crime fighter. Hey, yeah. This nation don't fall. No lie. Booking about me. I'm gonna do another thing. Oh yeah, say good morning to everybody. Say good morning. Say good morning. Say Ekaro.
Ekaro.
Yoruba nation.
Now.
Yoruba nation.
Now.
Yoruba nation.
Now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Who remember African China? Biafra is the only hope. Nigeria can never work. Even Asari Dokubo don't talk about it. They make Tinubu allow Biafra people to go.
I am driving it.
How we want to survive?
That is not all.
Giant of Africa for where?
Dad.
Eh?
She's like a slave.
The nation don't fall inside well.
I can say.
Definitely.
Now you look like a slave. That's good. You look like a slave now. It's my turn to fly. Get in my bed. Got another passenger. Like you sit with me. This is a passenger. That's a passenger.
Lead us well. No, we get the music. Make we not finish it. Look at how long people have been shouting that this country, be careful. Before social media era, you know, say before social media era, we have been saying this country, restructure Nigeria, make Nigeria work. People are suffering. This suffering is too much. People, they pray. People, they shout Allahu Akbar. People, they call Jesus Christ. But yet, they refuse to fix Nigeria. They refuse. They refuse to fix Nigeria. And at the end of the day, people were now struggling, asking questions. And one day, some few years back, the Biafra say, Nnamdi Kanu say, Biafra people, come here, make I educate you now. Come here, forget about restructure. Forget about trying to restructure Nigeria. Forget about that one. Nnamdi Kanu started this campaign. They educate Igbo people, small. If they abuse Yoruba people, so make una they sleep. Yoruba people say, hey, the way Nnamdi Kanu, they abuse us, we don't like him. They abuse us too much. Where Nnamdi Kanu, they educate their own people. They tell them the history of Nigeria where they don't know. The history that led to, yesterday was the beginning of the civil war between, not Nigeria and Biafra, between the British and Biafra. Kitchen. That yesterday, the 6th of July, 1967. I don't plug this thing. I don't plug them.
I nearly finished.
Almost. I'm not going to be long. 1 hour maximum. When it's exactly 1 hour, I stop. I've only done 37 minutes. So, Nnamdi Kanu started educating his people about the country called Nigeria. Bit by bit, they tell them this, tell them that. Nnamdi Kanu go do research. He come on air. He talk. After a while, people start listening to him. The Yoruba people not listen to Nnamdi Kanu because they thought Nnamdi Kanu move a woman worker. Take your car and move. Nnamdi Kanu was educating their people, telling them everything they need to know about Lugard, about Laura Shaw. He started telling them the Royal Niger. You know that so many people never knew so many things in Nigeria. How many people understand Nigeria before? Nobody understand the meaning of Nigeria before. Only now we all understand that Nigeria is a business center. Nobody knew that Nigeria was a business center some 5 years ago, 8 years ago. All we just know that they gave us a country. Everybody knew that we got independent from the British. But nobody understand the cocoa where they inside. Until Nnamdi Kanu started breaking it down, giving us everything we need to know.
Sit down.
Some Yoruba people were listening. While he was doing that, Adeyinka grandson was also talking. But Adeyinka grandson was also putting hatred in his conversation. They say he's a nationalist. I don't know what the Igbo people have done to Adeyinka grandson. Because if you remember, Adeyinka grandson and our brother in Scotland, they were close at some point.
Because I'm the silent.
I'm talking about Mayu Group.
I don't care.
Then we were just talking about Nigeria is not working. No, don't touch that thing. Hello, Paddy. Don't disturb me now.
Okay.
Thank you. Hello, Paddy. And play with the iPad. So, but there was, Adeyinka grandson was saying a lot of things as well. But Adeyinka grandson was now putting some kind of, bad hatred, as if say the Igbo, now them say maybe they join us together. And my argument has always been that if the British never join us together, there will not be this Adeyinka grandson, upset with the Igbo people. The Yoruba will not be upset as well. But our people don't want to get that angle. Eventually, Nnamdi Kanu was educating back to back. But at some point, there were some Yoruba that were also asking for restructure. People like Dafeni Ferry, they stand on restructure. But politicians, they're smart. All the politicians, from the Yoruba to the Igbo to the Middle Belt, when they visit these when they visit during the campaign, when they go to Afeni Ferry or Naize, they'll tell them, when we get there, we will restructure Nigeria.
Why is it tiny?
That was how they were deceiving them. So nobody got the restructure from any of these presidents. Did we get restructure? No, we didn't get restructure now, because Obasanjo was there for 8 years. He no give us restructure. Jonathan Yaradua came. That one died. He no give us restructure. Jonathan, hey, that one PhD holder, he smoke and drink as nonsense, according to what we are told. He never gave us restructure. But they had what they called national conference. Spend billions of naira, bring people from Hausa, from the Southeast, from the Yoruba, from the Middle Belt, the Agbada, put them inside hotel, they sit down in the conference center, they talk, they deliberate. After everything, they collate everything, they give them to president. President put them under the file. Jonathan never used it. Because we had a national conference to decide how to make sure that every region is not marginalized. There's no way you can live together and some people want to marginalize you and you're not going to flare up. Eventually, Nnamdi Kanu started saying, no, the best option is let everybody go. Right there and there, Buhari came in. And Buhari was like, Buhari hates the Southeast because of what has happened in the past during all the coup and inter-coup between, the era, because every generation has their own way. During that time, a lot of shit happened. Go and look at history.
Dad,
Yes?
can I have one on your phone?
No, you can't, because I'm using all the phone. If you want to use this one, that's your iPad. No, when I finish, you use the phone. Don't disturb me. Eventually, Buhari started hearing Biafra. Biafra say, Biafra for where? We that will crush you guys. That's why Gowon is saying that it was a little fracas. Because Gowon was the one that the British government was using to fight the war against the Biafra and the British government. Eventually, Buhari ordered for python or crocodile or whatever to go and attack Nnamdi Kanu. More than few people, probably 20, I don't have the figure, got killed in 2017. Nnamdi Kanu escaped it. How? Nobody knows. Only Eledumare protected him. Nnamdi Kanu went quiet. Nobody knew where he was until he surfaced in, I think, Jerusalem. Like, Nnamdi Kanu still there alive. He started continuing his campaign and awareness, teaching people what they need to understand. May we leave that side. In 2017 as well, there was another group of Yoruba people that met in Adamasingba in Ibadan. Why is this thing saying it's not charged? See, more plug it, man. In 2017, in Adamasingba, eventually another set of Yoruba people met. Comrade George Akinola, even Femi Fani-Kanode was there. Iba Gani Adams, I think he was there as well. So many big Yoruba people, they went there. Talk about if we want to restructure, we will not go for 2019 election. That was I think the plan then, that if this country does not get restructured, there's no point going for another election in 2019. But some Yoruba people, because they are of their own ambition, and one ambition now, and what is the ambition? I also want to be a president. So let's allow the North to complete their tenure, to complete their term. So money supporting it. Because we could have stopped everything from 2019 if our own side of politicians agree. But because they are all criminals, I'm reading the paper today, or the headline. Benga Daniel is saying that he doesn't want them to pay his pension anymore. Olori Buruku, do you know how much he has chopped from Ogun State as a governor? He's now saying, let them not pay me my pension anymore. He doesn't need the pension because you have stolen so much of your money. The money that is meant to fund and do different projects in Ogun State. He took it with him. Bomb bastard. So at the end of the day, some Yoruba refused to listen. What will Odibo in 2019? And that 2019, I had the privilege. I flew to Nigeria to witness the election for the very first time after so many years. I left Nigeria. You know, so when people are now saying that we are working for politicians, we are doing this, sometimes I just laugh. It's because that is the way they've manipulated your brain. You think everybody, because we are talking, then that means one politician is behind us. It's because that is the way they've taught you guys. Because everybody has been brainwashed in that system. Eventually, I went to Nigeria. But before I went to Nigeria, we have been saying that Nigeria is not working. It's not a good country anymore. People are suffering every day. They are dealing with people every day. But because Yoruba people wanted to have a Yoruba president, and when we have Yoruba president, it will change a lot of things, which is what Tinubu is doing for you now. Change custom. I was speaking to somebody at Apapa yesterday, and I said, has there been any changes now that you have a new custom general or CG, custom controller rather? But say any changes still near Apapa? Only the tariff is gone up. I said, yes, the tariff is gone up because maybe you are not reading the news. The government needs money, so the government is trying to squeeze as many of you. But the government does not provide services for you. Muki Baba mi, Oluwadare JP, Baba Latif, Adela Jamuki. This program is just 1 hour, so I have just 13 minutes left. Because I'm busy today. And it's on code as well. So, eventually, Yoruba people thought, about to dibo lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ká gbé ọmọ tiwa wọlé tó bá débẹ̀. Some people think that governance is like, because Tinubu is there, automatically the cost of food price will come down. Ew. So, because Tinubu bá ti débẹ̀, automatically the cost of tariff of electricity will come down. Ew. You think that is the way governances work? A country that did not provide ready for Tinubu. You know, Buhari did not provide anything ready for Tinubu now. Rather, he borrowed so much money before he left. And Fashola will defend it and say, we build road, we build a railway, we build this, we build that. Let Tinubu to go and find his money, how he's going to make life better for you. Today now, as at yesterday, I don't know the rate today, but as at yesterday, the Naira is still fluctuating between 995 to £1. So this motion, I think that is the gimmick that some of the your politicians told you. What finding this impression, Muki Jaya. So if you put it in automatically, Muki Walata. So automatically Nigeria will become boom, a country that did not have reserve. I'm talking about reserve for welfare, to look after people. A country that did not make you to have opportunity. More Oludare JP. A country that refused to provide us with the amount of resources that we say we have in Nigeria. Do you know the amount of gas? I saw Tinubu with some French people some few days ago. They said they're going to come and start doing gas for us. The West need a lot of gas. Don't you know that the reason why we survive in this country is because we now have heater in the house? In the 70s and 60s in UK, people were dying because they don't have enough heating system in the house. But today, We now have central heater. So how do we run this heater if we don't have the gas to go inside it? It's gas. So they need to bring as much gas from Nigeria and wherever they can find it in African country, and then start distributing it. Muke Okoya, Folayo. Egbomi Yemi, we were in Lagos Island. 80 MixLR, TikTok. Shout out to you all. Good morning. So this is what we have been saying to our people. Not that we hate anybody, not that we hate the politicians, but the politicians have failed you for 24 years. And the whole reason is because the system that is running in Nigeria does not give access to the local government to function. Within the Yoruba territory, from Kogi to Kwara, Osun to Lagos, Ogun State to Ondo State, we have almost 191 local government. I have it offered now. Tell me, in 24 years, which of the local government have provided for you and your family, or your extended family, or those that are your neighbors? For 24 years, they destroyed the local government. It was a purpose so that Nigerians, I've just had a breakfast. In the morning, the first thing to keep you going is the breakfast. You can miss the lunch and then come and eat again in the evening. And that is why, recommendation is make sure you have the first meal of the day. But in a situation where you now look at this product and ask yourself, what is there now? Okay, fruit and nuts. Okay, what is there that we cannot grow in Benue State? What is there that they cannot grow in the north? What is there that cannot grow in the southeast? What is there that cannot grow in the southwest? When you look at all these materials that they've used to produce this thing now, they have it there. They say ingredient, crunchy oat cluster with dry fruit and nuts. Ingredient, whole oats, OATS, 43%. Dry fruit, 1 point. Do you know that there's so many banana ogede? They can't waste that only because we cannot preserve it. And because banana. And because Nigeria is a country that is very hot. But that is not an excuse. It's because we don't have the system to support our farmers across the 36 states of the country. You need electricity to be able to now dry the banana and preserve it, and then somebody will then buy it and they will turn it into another product as well. Mango, the same thing. My wife bought some mango. By the time I woke up this morning, I don't know how these our mothers, our women that I left her in the living room yesterday, and by morning she has done a lot of work, especially because she's busy today. Kitchen is saying. So by the time I woke up this morning, the mango where my wife buy, 4 of them, she don't chop them, put them inside fridge. So you the same thing. You can buy the same mango, but how do you preserve it is the question. Some of you, your fridge have stopped working for only God knows how long. Do you know it's only Nigeria that only printer? That's even if they have printer in the house. Some of you don't even turn on some of the device that you have in your house because the power surge cannot take it. And this is what Nnamdi Kanu started educating people until Baba Akintoye came up as well in 2019 and told the Yoruba people, forget about Nigeria, it is too late. That country is dead on arrival. Try to fix it, you will sink with it. As everybody's trying to fix Nigeria, you will sink with Nigeria like Titanic. That is what we are saying to you. So what is wrong in that? Let's come back again on the round table and decide how we can separate. And that can be done. It doesn't need to have any iota of, Ama Gbebo, Ama Parawa. We come back again on the round table. All the kings come together, all the politicians come together. But your politicians don't want. They don't want that because they are living a kind of a lifestyle that they are not ready to let that lifestyle go. And they will die one day, just like Buruji Kashamu. Buruji Kashamu thought it was going to be forever. He's dead now. But don't want peanuts. About 20,000. Okay, we need 100,000. We have about 200,000. But the Milo Mamashi. Ajimobi died, but his children are enjoying. Go and see Ajimobi's wife. Don't be Beleleni. Go and see Ajimobi children on Instagram. Ajimobi destroyed the local government just like any other governor as well are doing right now. So, and you are now there telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about. I am 6,000 kilometers away. I have had my breakfast. My children have access to better education. They have good access to health care. They have welfare. If any of your family is telling you that your children don't get paid here, they get paid. It does not matter how small. Every child in UK gets what they call child benefit. And then other children get extra depending on their circumstances, especially if they have other issues surrounding their family. Where still some people that have to go out there and work and pay taxes. Do you know how many people are living in Nigeria that are non-Nigerians and they are not paying tax? This country is there. It's not going to grow. Forget about Tinubu is there. Forget about anybody is there. It is too late to rectify the damage in Nigeria. But a lot of you, your head, it don't block. You think Nigeria is about Davido. You think Nigeria is about Ashake. You think Nigeria is about Tiwa Savage. You think Nigeria is about... No! Nigeria is far beyond that. I was asking somebody in Apapa yesterday. I said, okay, they've now changed your CG. Now, Yoruba man. Is there any changes? The guy told me no. Because this impression, Tinubu will be there and things will start becoming cheap in Nigeria. You are crazy. The cost of living is still going up. Some of you don't even have a proper accommodation anyway. Somebody sent me a video, yesterday. I can't show you. The guy, oh yeah, Nita. But she was kote nudie. But she request camera go by. Oh, there was shokoto ebe. That's why some of you will die before you are 50 years old. According to the WHO, World Health Organization, Nigerians will not survive 60 years old. I didn't say so. That is the World Health Organization. Femi Akinwumi Adesina, the African Development President, said it will take 300 years before we can even say we have a standard living in Nigeria. Is that what? That means some of us, every one of us are dead. So why then are we trying to pretend as if, we can fix this nonsense country? Do you know that I was talking about Latvia? Latvia. Let me go to OEC. You know that our data. Do you know that OEC, under the import to Nigeria, countries that are supplying us wheat, you ask yourself, how many of these are in this country safe? It's because they have only stable on farming, mechanized farming. That is why they can produce enough wheat to go around the world. Ukraine, Russia, all those regions, and because they have a very good soil, their soil is very good. That's why they can grow the large amount of wheat that the world needs. The reason why we are even having problem with bread in UK, the cost of bread, because all those things are coming from there. And the West is very smart. I live in UK. They started moving all the jobs to China, moving to India, moving to Pakistan, because they don't want to pay the cost of labor in this country. This country used to be an industrialized country before I got here in the 60s, using Nigeria money, resources to fund it. UK was an industrialist country. That's why we have Liverpool. We have all this Manchester. All those areas now, has been converted to churches. All those big, big warehouses. Why? Because they moved the production to China. And some of you think that when we are talking, you think we're just talking because we just want to talk. Oh, because I don't have a job to do. No, I have a job. My job is a freelance journalist. And I'm operating from home. If I feel like going out to do a program, I'll go outside. I have also worked for over 2 decades. So I am not the one going to suffer. Go and be sitting down, be watching Today and Not, and be Gist Lover and Daily Momodu, and then let them be putting picture, and then you are killing yourself. We don't all have to be rich, but you should be able to live a standard life. I am not rich. I can't show you my house more than this. I am not rich, but I am better. As long as I don't go and look for what I don't have. Driving is expensive in this country. I stopped driving 3 years ago. I have a full driver license with no point. 12. No single point. I refuse to drive because the job I have to do doesn't entail driving. When I needed a vehicle, I knew I was using it for transportation and logistics. In terms of money, how can you be 40 years old? You are still running under the politician. Politicians are meant to serve you people, but they are not doing so. What they're doing is they're holding you backwards and backwards and backwards. When Buhari was there, 8 months, they closed the university. Some of you got pregnant. So when I look at the import to Nigeria, the importation in 2021, and then I go under the wheat. Let's look at our import. So in 2021, Nigeria import a total value of $61.6 billion worth of produce. Different things from Okada to Keke Marua to different things that you can think of. Because why? We don't produce anything. When we have the money to bring industry like Ajaokuta, we never did. We were behaving as if we are too rich, and eventually it has catch up on us now. When Nigeria had the money, they did not invest it. Babangida was stealing it. They gave to Abiola, they gave now to Dangote, they gave to Otedola, to Nelemelu, they gave to Alakija. How can people be even controlling our oil well in a country that has millions of people, and then they gave oil well to people as if it's like, I don't even understand. And then they'll say, I'm a billionaire. Everybody's doing oil and gas. Oil and gas. I'm doing oil and gas. What do you do? Oil and gas. Using Nigerian money to become billionaire. Ibrahim Jimo. Every single Nigerians that are saying they're businessmen, they've all used either a proxy from somebody. Go and look at the report from Gazette 2 days ago now. 7,000 debtors. 7,000 debtors are owing 5.2 trillion. I don't think some of you understand the breakdown of all this money. And you're expecting a functioning hospital. That's why Akeredolu is bedridden in Germany, because there's no hospital to treat him in Ondo State. And he's meant to be a governor in Yoruba land in Ondo State. He has Germany for medical treatment. So those of you that don't have the same access, what happened? You go to church and pray and look for holy water. Mad people all over the place. We imported, let me tell you some of what we import, from our imports in Nigeria in 2021, according to this data.
Jesus.
And that is how things is meant to be. You see? Pasu. And this is what we're saying to our people. Delivery is another big business around the world. Yeah. She was on that for. A country, Muki Alaja, Salamu alaikum, mommy. Amokwe, Muki Bubayin, Eyin Yawa, Eyin Alaji, Eyin Alaja, Ashopolopo, Jimolaye, Amabawa Laya Mafibale Loni. Ola Aforiji gbogbo àwọn òkú wa. And those that are also non-Muslim, may God forgive those that have died. Let me tell you some of the imports to Nigeria. How can we be importing everything when we have, vibrant youth? How can you be waking? The guy that came and dropped this now, he has a lot of delivery to do. He has a target. You wake up, you go and be driving Okada. You wake up, you go and line up in front of politician's house. If all the road network was good, people should be able to take delivery from Lagos, and they have a timing that will get to Southeast, and they will rest along the line in different service area, and they can return back about another 2 days. That's if they're taking the large container, the truck. Is that not what people are doing in America? I have a brother, I don't even know whether he's still with us or probably has followed, this Onitiri woman, bomb bastard. What he drives is a, truck for Amazon. He showed me in that truck alone, and he also has an attachment. I think it's about almost $1 million worth of goods. It goes long journey. Obasanjo was the one who gave Alakija oil block. Okay, I mean, that is even so upsetting. And they say they are lower people. So you see somebody like Otedola, and then my mom doesn't even want me to be talking about the daughter because she's not our problem. You now see their daughter, they travel around, they take pictures. Yes, some people will be rich from the bottom row, but don't go and use Nigerian oil wealth and tell us you're a billionaire. Is that not what Chief Toladini said? Give Dangote money, shop them out, give Ella, shop them out, give this, give that. And today now everybody will say, hey, we are billionaire, we are millionaire. Yes, we want people to work hard, set up, apps, do this, innovation. And then when you become nobody can go and say now, okay, why are we not saying that the person will own Facebook? Why we know the talk say the person will own Facebook, he get oil access or crude oil block or whatever from America. Is that not what he has done yesterday? He has now launched another app competing with with Twitter called Thread. I don't suffer when you shut up. And then the same thing goes with I want to and so I was listening to Yeyedara yesterday. Momo we ton ti Yeyedara and play audio one yen. Ijebu ni ya yen ti wa when we first started gbogbo won lo ma npe ọmọ Ijebu alare ase gbogbo won ti ba iya jagbajagba yen lo. I don't think so much. So you think that this Dupe will come and give you a country and then she will be running the country on her own? She will form her own economy on her own? I don't even understand. When you get to America, I was just laughing. With that voice, I send 5,000. One bastard. People don't even understand how how a government functions. Hey, but don't put government in. Do you know what is a government? So somebody will just come and run a government on behalf of the Yoruba people from a hidden place. Say, don't put the government in. Make Bishop Adesina program. Do you know what is a government? Say your Yoruba don't put the government in. Government. Running a government. If you pay running a government. Fire truck. Run a government. I don't think some of you understand that. But government is just like something that you can just say, I'm a bere jobawa. I'm a bere jobawa. Emma bere joba beye. Emma bere government. Ìjẹ́ don't pè government. Mo kí jàre. Salaam alaikum mami. Olasunbo. Maze good mo kí ẹ. Mo kí ẹ Lanre Lamina. Bàbá mi Moses. Olaniran mo kí. Ìjẹ́ don't pè government ṣá. Tinubu gan tó jẹ́ president gan sef. Tó ń control gbogbo Nàìjíríà. Kò lè ojú ò lè rí gbogbo tó ń lọ nínú Nàìjíríà. Èèyàn kan wá ní a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjọba délé. And àwọn ìyá jágbajàgba ibi dẹ̀ pé àwọn ìyá yẹn ẹ̀tẹ̀ ní any understanding. Ó máa fáwọn arúgbó lówó. Ẹni tẹ̀ ń pa mí. A fáwọn arúgbó lówó. Ó máa fáwọn ọ̀dọ́ máa lọ sí school. Pàdé Banjo ṣì sọ pé Nàìjíríà máa work. Is 95 years old. So let's go back again to the data. In 2021, gbogbo tí Nigeria import wọlé. The basic things, kí ni mo television pé basic kíkan mú kankan nínú ilé nísìn. Let me see.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll tell you how much. Okay, let's even look at this. Because we use a lot of sellotape in this house. This is a sellotape. This is a crayon. A crayon, and this is a toy car. If Ajaokuta was working, we should have been producing a toy car like this and export it to, even if it's not Europe, at least to African countries. Military export when Ajaokuta is not working. So where are they going to be phantoming all that?
Dad,
To be
I got Kodak.
1 minute. 3 things. And even if we cannot do all these things, then let's focus on one thing: farming. Farming can give us Ama Uche, good morning, all the way in Italy. Farming alone would have given us everything that we need. Everything. Farming, because in farming, it has a lot of sector underneath. Sector to in farming, but in a country where you don't have 24 hours electricity, how do you preserve the poultry that business you want to do? That means you have to keep. Do you know that poultry needs electricity? Electricity in the poultry does not need to be switched off. Afiti emergency bawa. Oma to jometa baba. Baba mi John Ogundele alagba. Mo kin sare. Wale Ikujimi sọ pé lórí burúkú ni Dúpẹ́. She's fond of saying that. Tabati délẹ̀ lérí, a máa fáwọn èèyàn lówó, a máa ṣe this. Àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ tán pé government o. Yoruba people don't know what is government. Ẹ kàn gbọ́ government. Mo kí gbogbo ilé kan sí. Let's go straight and look into another 1 hour I wanted to do. Thank you, Ama Uche. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ọláwálé Táíwò mo mà kí yín. So, when we talk about import, these are produce that was delivered and dumped to Nigeria in 2021. Refined petroleum. That gawk a lot. So they move our crude oil out of Nigeria. They travel it miles and miles away from Nigeria. When we have 4 refineries that they deliberately make not to work. Bàbá mi sọ pé láti ọjọ́ mẹ́wàá nísìn àwọn òníná bàbá wa John Ogundele. Àwọn láti in the 80s làwọn bàbá yìí sọ pé Nàìjíríà ò lè ṣiṣẹ́. Àti in the 80s làwọn ti rí pé Nàìjíríà ò ṣe o. Refined petroleum. Let me tell you the countries that don't refine. How many people know the country that your petrol is being refined? Let's share the message with you this morning. So let me click on. What I'm going to do first. Let me read all the things I can pick up from here. So petroleum refined 18.3%. That is about $11 billion. $11 billion. Also, broadcasting equipment. Broadcasting equipment. What is broadcasting equipment? In a microphone, whatever that you can think of in the broadcasting sector. People that do media, not just media. Broadcasting is got to do with a lot of things. We are not producing anything. Keyboard, we know they produce, and in Nigeria they go church, they go sing. Do you know that all those equipment that they use in your church, they have to import it to Nigeria? Is that not crazy? Egbomi David Adegoke, good morning. AAA DRS. Àwa là ń kọrin jù. Ẹ bá lọ sí church nísìn, ìlú ní gbàgbàgbà, gìgìgì, gàgàgà. Keyboard, piano, this, electric guitar. We are not producing it, but we are the one using it. Àwa là ń lò tó pọ̀ jù. Bí church ṣe ń lò ní mọ́ṣáláṣí ń lò. So we are now bringing a value worth of $934 million worth of this produce that we are not producing. or these material or these broadcasting equipment, as it's called here. And each morning, Oyaki, every single one of you, good morning to you, my brother Henry Chigoze. Every day, Nigerians should be going to factory and produce as simple as a glass frame. Then I will then go to my optician, and my optician will now decide the kind of lens that they will put inside. But we are not producing even the frame. Do you know that this frame is part of what should be coming out from Ajaokuta? I don't think some of you understand the danger we are in. And you think Tinubu will resolve these in the 4 years of Tinubu? Are you kidding me?
What are you doing?
Also, telephone. We don't produce telephone in Nigeria. And we are the one that import almost $929 million worth of telephone, from whether the Ghana or mobile phone, whether a second hand or brand new. So they keep producing in some other country and they're bringing it to Nigeria. They're living in denial. And we are saying that, look, the system is no longer as it is. Let us break it down to smaller units. And I'll now give us why we should break it down to smaller units. I want to tell you the countries where the petroleum is coming from. Quickly. These are countries that would never want Nigeria to break. Be careful. Sit the joke obey. Immediately joke obey. Eh? Where is it? I'll get it for you. No. You receive it. You know. Go and sit down there. Go and sit down there. Go and sit down there. Let joke obey. That's your own glasses. You don't need it. You can fit here. Disturb me, Roy. Sit down there. Gbogbo mọ́ṣáláṣí ẹ kàn disturb àwọn èèyàn láràárọ̀. Allah Akbar. Gbogbo equipment and low is coming from outside the country. And we are saying to you that this is not working. Let us stop it now. Stop it for the benefit of every one of us. They say, yeah, shut up. You cannot sit in London and be talking like that because you're in London. Mad people over the place. You will all suffer. I am 6,000 kilometers away. Before I can suffer, that means it would have been a little bit before maybe I come to Nigeria. And I don't have to come to Nigeria. I don't have anything to come and pick up in Nigeria. For 15 years, I could not visit Nigeria. So what's the difference? 15 good years. Maybe you didn't know that before. 15 years, I was locked in this country, not even travel out. So what do I want? Well, the world is so beautiful. So many countries I never visit. Now Nigeria go to dream of. Nigeria, where they come, you go to pray. Say, make they not kidnap you, make they not kill you before you come back. Make they not put voodoo inside your food. Make they not thief yourself. You can't trust anybody. Is that the country you want to say you want to go to? When there's so many beautiful countries around the world. I still want to go to Australia. I'm dreaming of going to Australia. And see what that part of the world, what it looks like. New Zealand, that is where the sun rises up and the sun goes down. So you come to Nigeria. Which Nigeria show? When there's so many other beautiful places around the world that me I never visit. Now Nigeria go to dream of. 15 years, I was not in Nigeria. So if I don't come to Nigeria anytime soon, I don't miss anything. Let's go further. I want to give you the names of the countries that your crude oil end up for refinery or for refine. They remove the crude oil from Niger Delta. They refuse to put refinery in that area. So it doesn't even make sense. So something that is below the ground for people where is that not the reason why they killed Ken Saro-Wiwa? Yes, they must release Nnamdi Kanu. Is that not why they killed Ken Saro-Wiwa? Ken Saro-Wiwa was killed by Abacha because he was an environmental activist. Why not they destroy this place? The people will not enjoy. You destroy the environment. And they will now move the crude oil. Write it down. The country where they take your crude oil to. Just write it down, okay? Write it down. The first country that is taking the bigger share of our crude oil is called Netherlands. Netherlands is taking 32.1% of what is brought back to Nigeria after they've refined it. And that is to the tune of 3.62 billion. That is why all these oil markets won't die, because the government have been subsidizing them for a very long time. Okay, if the refinery was working, who should we be subsidizing? If all the 3 or 4 major refineries that we have in Nigeria, who we going to subsidize? Who are we going to subsidize? Marketers. Why must we subsidize them when it is already produced and refined in Nigeria? But because everybody knows the way around, tiff, even some doesn't bring anything, but they still get paid. Hey, the ship just landed, and the ticket, and everybody get paid, and they become billionaire, and they buy private jet, and they invite them to wedding, they invite them to party, they become philanthropists. No, if there are still some Oyibo people I've done a lot of protests where Oyibo people are talking about Ken Saro. They know Ken Saro-Wiwa so much in this, especially those that are campaigning for there was still disruption of them at the Wimbledon. They call them oil something. They're always protesting daily. All those people know Ken Saro-Wiwa very well. So Netherlands. The next country is Belgium, 15.8%. So we import petrol from Belgium to the tune of 1.7 billion. So do you know that when we stop sending that crude oil to them, which is the resource, the material, all their refinery will get dry, only if they are getting from another country. And that is why Dangote wanted to take part of the share. He quickly went to build his own refinery. Because if Dangote is smart, he knows that if you are sending crude oil to Netherlands and Belgium, I might as well do the same thing here. And it doesn't need to travel far. All they have to now do is run a pipe they can run a pipe all the way from Niger Delta straight into Dangote refinery and feed in. The next country is called Norway. Norway also is a country where we import crude oil from to the value of $1.2 billion. They abuse me, Umugo. They abuse me saying I mean the problem of Yoruba nation. I mean the problem of Nigeria. The people where they enjoy life. Only God knows how many people have become billionaire. We're talking about dollar. If one marketer has his way around with any of this country, even if they pay him $3 million, $3 million about 3-point-something billion naira, they become a billionaire. $3 million today will automatically give you equivalent of about 3 billion naira. So you become a billionaire. And when you become a billionaire, the question you should ask yourself then is, you are trying to save Nigeria, what is your own benefit from that? Oh, okay, when they bring it down, you'll be the truck driver, you'll be the agbero on the road. You'll be collecting peanuts from the truck driver. They have wasted this generation, like Henry Chigoze is saying. Because if I know my way around as a marketer and I can get the crude oil from Belgium back to Nigeria on one truck or one vessel, do you know what that means? I become a billionaire automatically. And that's why these people don't want Nigeria to break, because that is how they're living life. The next country, United Kingdom, The one we are the inside. So United Kingdom also, we import $760 million worth of crude oil or petrol back to Nigeria. 760 million. So if I can get 1% from that 760 million, I become a millionaire in dollars straight away. This is why the marketers are dying. They are fighting back to back for so long to make sure that Nigeria continue to import from outside the country. Because all you need to do is just know who is who. Because all these importers, they have the network and connection to the dealer in UK that is producing the crude oil and then return it back to Nigeria. So let me give you an example. If I can get a vessel, I don't need to have the vessel. I'll just rent it. As long as I can talk to the NNPC, Mokiyama Abdullahi, Jimo Barika. Tibale, if I can talk to the NNPC and say, look, come, Director General, I need just one vessel full of crude oil. They will then ask me, do I have a country that can refine it for me? I'll say yes. I might not want to talk to the UK because UK is a bit, I will then go to, Italy. Italy as well is helping us to refine our crude oil. And they bring it back to the value of 417 million. So go and look at Berlusconi, the one that died. He left 100 million euro for his wife that have been together for 13 years. Italy is one of the corrupt countries in the world that also had issue when it comes to our crude oil in Nigeria. There was a lot of court cases in Italy. Nigerians, you don't know what is happening around the world. You consume NG, you just sleep and wake up. Sleep and wake up and pray to God. Sleep and wake up. While the world knows how to move money out of Nigeria. So let me say I now managed to move one vessel loaded with the crude oil straight to Italy for them to help me to refine. Do you know that I become a millionaire? That is why somebody like Otedola is rich. That is why those guys are rich. That is why they can buy Lamborghini, they can buy Ferrari, because the money with them is huge. But you are there abusing us, pointing finger at Igboho, as if Igboho is the one. Igboho is no. Have you ever heard that Igboho is involved in oil and gas in Nigeria? Do you have any idea that he's in oil and gas? No, he's not. He's just a businessman, importing and exporting, paying taxes to the government, and then saying that, look, our people are being killed. And he stood out. The government locked his account. They realized that, wow, he has a lot of money in his account, but they couldn't trace it to any dirty money. Whereas then we have Abba Kyari has now been released on a 50 million naira bill. Don't you know that that's the end of the case? Now that they've granted him bail condition. I pity the youth trying to fix Nigeria. You are burning your energy on Twitter when you should be burning your energy to the dissolution of Nigeria so that our lives can be better. You are wasting your time with APC and PDP and Peter Obi and even Showore. You're wasting your energy. Also, we go all the way to France. About $112 million of petrol is brought from France. Do you know that alone is even upsetting to me? Because there's no way you can travel anymore now using Air France if you don't have a Shanghai visa. It's crazy. And this is a country that we are buying crude oil from, whether we are buying it or they are helping us to refine. Automatically, the Nigerian government should be saying to any of this country that, especially a country like France, how can France say, as a Nigerian, if I want to travel to Nigeria now, Mumando Air France, I must go on a Shanghai visa. It's crazy. I mean, what kind of life are we living, sir? Which kind of life will they live, sir? I don't even understand. I know 7 days sit at home is still going on. If they burn anybody, well, go outside and let Andy Uba kill you with his men that is put on the street, and then they're saying it's Simon Ekpa. Yeah, Italian-owned Ajib. If I want to travel to Nigeria this morning and I want to use Air France, they will now be asking me, I'm not going inside Paris, so I'm not going into French country. I am just using their airline. They will now tell me I have to go and get Shanghai. I mean, if you have a British passport, there's no problem. But what do you think everybody outside Nigeria has this nationality passport? No, some people have just got indefinite stay. Some people have just got access to stay in those countries. Benny, everything must scatter everywhere. Because if it doesn't scatter, we are not going anywhere. We are just going to be, looking at all these countries enjoying our wealth. How can French or France tell me that if I want to go to Nigeria, I have to now have a Shanghai visa? Before, don't you know that alone is an extra revenue for them? Even if the visa is 50 pounds, multiply 50 pounds by 100,000 Nigerians that will go to travel through that route a year. You are not going to France. You are just passing by and you have to go and buy their visa. It doesn't make sense. But people that have British passport, American passport, and they are in love in Nigeria and they can travel through that route. Do you know that me now, I have to go through a long route, either through Morocco or Dubai, and Dubai first get to Emirates. They stand there, they stay there for 2 hours connecting flight. Or most time, Nigerians are using Turkish airline. So for every time you leave London, and if you're going to go direct with BA, it's expensive. If you're going to go with Virgin, it's expensive. I mean, which kind of life will they live? And people seem not to get this message. So now I want to go to Nigeria. I will now be shuffling for cheap ticket. If Nigeria has its own airline, why should we be shuffling for cheap tickets? And all these tickets, all this airline, they are smart. I cite you, my brother Adekunle Plenty. And this is why we are saying to all these youth, the fight to save Nigeria is too late. Leave that alone. Let's talk about another country quickly. Greece. Do you know that Greece, is that not Cyprus? Do you know that that's where the pastor took those young boys, those 2 boys? My wife was even upset with them that, if they can be dancing in Nigeria, they should dance as well in Cyprus. And I think at some point later on, we saw them in a club, they are dancing, survival to the fittest. Do you know that Nigeria brings petrol from Greece? So Greece has a small refinery that will take it down there. They help us refine it and they bring it back to Nigeria to the tune of 60 million. So if I get 1% from that value, I become a millionaire in dollars. That is why they are big man fraudster. But you don't see them because they are looking after they are running after. I mean, we don't condone crime. They are running after the Yahoo boys, where the people that are moving money are in the oil industry and the gas industry. So a lot of you are there trying to survive. You want scam somebody with small money, but the real big player are running after the big oil. That is why they can kill you automatically, because they have the money to do so. If you block their way, they will send assassins to kill you out straight away. But if I was saying it in Nigeria, they will take me out, because this is an exposition that countries are bringing in the oil, but there are some middlemen that is involved. But you are there. You are pointing finger at Igboho, Babakitoye, Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu. I pity you in your life. Let's move to another country. Spain. Spain that hates us so much. We're also bringing 90 million worth of petrol from Spain. Malaysia as well. Romania. We are bringing petrol that is refined from Romania into Nigeria. Romania. But these are countries that have the industry, they have the capacity to take it, and they need a lot of crude oil to convert to petrol. If not, their machine will go dry. You can see why breaking Nigeria is not going to be an easy task. All these countries I've mentioned, even America, we are bringing about 1.75% to the value of 197 million of refined petrol. Then petrol and by 197 million of that Latin US. And this is why they don't want Nigeria to break. Because the moment Nigeria break, okay, even if we are going to still refine from there, it will be on a new terms and condition. It will not be on the old terms anymore. But it seems some people don't understand that. Bobby Benson said, I checked flights same date from Frankfurt to Lagos. It's going to cost 1,290 euro, while from Frankfurt to New York costs 310 euro to and fro. Lastly, same cost from Frankfurt to Cotonou costs 608. Why? Then it's okay. Maybe I should read that again. According to Bobby Benson, he said, I checked a flight same date from Frankfurt to Lagos. It's going to cost him 1,290 euro. But from Frankfurt to New York, it's going to cost 310 euro to and fro. And also to the same cost from Frankfurt to Benin Republic, it's 638. Why do we be the one to be facing the brunch? And those that are criminals are going on their jet, and if they're not going on their jet, you will see them in the business class, in the first class, and they'll be taking picture, they'll put it on their Instagram, and Nigerians will say, hey. I'm not sure. I don't even know how to explain it again. I don't know. Let's take the last country. Chinese Taipei. We bring petrol from Chinese Taipei to the tune of $219 million. That's 1.94%. Also, we bring from Portugal. Even as small as it is, we are bringing from Portugal. But Nigerians don't know all this, you know. Because Seun Okinbaloye is not going to give you this breakdown. He's my friend. I know him very well. Go and see Seun Okinbaloye after his program, 15,000 views, and they'll be fighting each other there. We are going to save Nigeria. The last program he did yesterday, he had 15,000 views. Politics Today. That is what you have been. Seun Okinbaloye, you can see it's becoming bigger. Chubby. He's doing very well. Yeah. You go and be sitting there and be watching it. When we are talking about the real problem of Nigeria here, Seun Okinbaloye is just analyzing Nigeria that he will analyze until he gets old. But he'll be doing very well. Portugal, $2.1 million of petrol is coming from Portugal. Let's go to Saudi Arabia. We also bring from Saudi Arabia. From Saudi Arabia, we bring $110 million worth of petrol. You see Yoruba people, they're just coming back from Mecca. I see them on the flight. They take picture. They come back now in a country, there's no electricity, there's no water, there's no welfare, there's no education, but they've gone to spend 4 million naira to go to Saudi Arabia for Hajj. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Nigeria is a stepping stone for European country. And they don't value us as much as you don't know. Because if they value us, France should not even allow us to travel through their country and say we should go and buy Shanghai visa. I didn't know that until I wanted to travel when I was coming to Nigeria, and they say you have to, and I'm thinking, Is this normal? Let's go to India. India is also giving us 8.7% of petrol. Import. These are import, something that they bring from their country to Nigeria because we don't have a refinery system that is working. And all these that they say they are bringing, do you know that the consumption that Nigerians are drinking is not to the value of what they are telling us? Normally, they say Nigeria are consuming about, I'm just quote and unquote, 60 million liters. But when you look at it, Nigerians are not consuming more than 30 million. So where is the remaining 30 million? It goes to Cotonou, it goes to Ghana, it goes to Benin Republic, it goes to Cote d'Ivoire, it goes all over other African countries. But it is Nigeria that is funding it. So even South Korea, we are bringing petrol from South Korea. I'll put the link out there. It's called oec.world. oec.world. So $260 million of petrol we bring from South Korea. We're going to end this program. I've done more than my timing already. Yeah, it's almost 2 hours now. I need to stop it now. Turkey. We also bring 183 million worth of petrol from Turkey. That's 1.62%. Continue to abuse me while those countries are helping their citizens. Because all this country that I'm talking about, it is their citizen that works in this industry that produce the petrol and they put it on the sea in a vessel and they drive the sea for 14 days and they dock it there and they put it to Nigeria to use. And maybe the rest, they just take it to other African countries. Now, let's talk about the next country. There's a country also called United Arab Emirates. A lot of Nigerians are there. They refuse to renew their stay. But Nigeria buys $39.3 million worth of petrol from United Arab Emirates, called UAE. Unbelievable. Other Asian country, they just put that at 2.3 million. Cote d'Ivoire. So we even bring petrol from Cote d'Ivoire. Interesting. $17 million worth of petrol we bring from Cote d'Ivoire. I don't understand. Interesting. Even Algeria, we bring petrol from Algeria to the value of $3.64 million. I saw some. Niger, we bring petrol from Niger to the tune of $4.2 million. That one are fraud. Now, wow. I saw South Africa. Angola. I know Angola has a lot of petrol. We are bringing 17.9 million. This is the reason why Dangote wants to capture his own as well. Mélòó Angola sí Nigeria. Mélòó ní Nigeria sí Cote d'Ivoire. That is why Dangote has gone to, bring this refinery project. They've destroyed Nigeria. I saw South Africa now. South Africa, 1.6 million is what we are bringing from South Africa. So when we now look at all these, before we go, I'll just talk briefly on the wheat. Importation of wheat to Nigeria. And you will cry for your country you call Nigeria. That country that is dead and gone. But Nigerians do not want to accept. Maybe this acceptance is going to make them cry. I don't know. Maybe this acceptance that Nigeria is not working. I don't know why Nigerians do not want to accept that Nigeria is dead, gone. So I'm going to look again at my imports to Nigeria. Imports on the wheat. So I'm going to talk about the wheat quickly because I got to go now. So we actually bring in a total of 5.38% of wheat into Nigeria, a market value of 3.32 billion US dollars. This is not million, billion. Wheat. This thing you are looking at, they need wheat to make them. So which country is giving us the wheat? I'm just going to do it quickly. Latvia. Latvia is giving us wheat to the tune of $508 million at 15.3%. Latvia. Russia is giving us $493 million worth of wheat at 14.9%. United States of America is giving us wheat of $508 million. Canada is giving us $297 million worth of wheat into Nigeria. Argentina is giving us 107 million of wheat to Nigeria. Australia is giving us 32.5 million worth of wheat to Nigeria. Estonia is giving us $114 million worth of wheat to Nigeria. Ukraine, where the war is going on, is giving us 490 million worth of wheat into what is called Nigeria. And this data is for 2021. And these are all the countries. And the next country is also Mexico. We bring in 12. So some Nigerians knows how to maneuver around all these products. Because why? Because we have become a dependent country. We import everything in. So if I wanted to go into any product, I would just look around and say, which one can I go for? And when I go and look at these data, I can study it and say, okay, maybe I should bring in, I can't bring delivery truck, it's too expensive. Cars, no. Which one is this? Chloride polymer, I don't know what that is. Raw plastic sheet. These are other plastic products. These are combustion engine, office machine parts. I can think about the office machine part. Maybe like I can start bringing printers into Nigeria. But what we are saying is that this is not helping the country, because the more that we are importing into our country, the more you become a lazy youth without doing anything. The only thing is you wake up, you go to Alaba market, you go and sell, you go to Computer Village, but we are not the one producing it. So everybody is just waiting for the container to arrive. They open the container. Yes, we have engineers that are very, very, highly skilled, whether they are in the southeast, in the southwest, the middle belt. They have a lot of skilled engineers, but the problem is they should be providing opportunity for them to be in an industry, but it's never going to happen. I wish you the best of luck anyway. So my name is Olami Koiki. That's how far I can go this morning. Take care of yourself wherever you are around the world. And if we catch up again. Instagram, TikTok say I don't do 90 minutes. Say don't forget to take a break. This one, I like this photo. Imagine TikTok is telling me to go and take a break. Anyway, thank you so much. Have a very great afternoon wherever you are. Nigeria is dead. Enjoy the rest of the day. My name is Olami Koiki. Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Today is the 7th of the 7th, 2023. Wow, very, very unique day. 777 is a number. Okay, I think somebody was saying 777. I don't know whether it's got to do with that. This time, 1967. Remember, a war already started. A war already started in Nigeria between the Biafra and the British government in 1967. So, au revoir. That's how far we can go. Bye for now.
I'll see you. Dad, what colour? Dad,